Best way to practice? Best ways to practice is different depending on the person. So I want you to try two things because I don't know how you learn. This is for everybody in the chat. I don't know how everybody learns. So the best way to practice for me was playing against people a lot better than me. So I got better because my best friend is in the cat. He was one of the best players in Brawl. He's one of the best players in Smash 4. So I played him against him a lot. Like, I would just lose all day, every day. Play against K-Tar all day, every day. False all day, every day. Like, I will always play people multiple skill levels better than me. And that's why I got so much better when Zero moved in. Not because, oh, like Zero taught me the game. Zero didn't teach me shit, okay? Zero is not good at teaching the game. But Zero was the best player in the world. So how it would work is he would literally, I would play him and he'd be like, all right, just, I know you're a finesse god. All you do is try to finesse for wins. Try to finesse me. Like, that's the only way I was gonna win. So I learned in certain scenarios what moves I can do and what options I can choose to finesse Zero. And that's what made me a better player, because I learned at a faster rate neutral exchanges and how to ledge trap and how to edge guard properly and how to juggle even better and how to K-Tor, thanks so much for the tier 1, appreciate it. And how to increase my punish game to a point where if I touch him, I has to be a stock, or if not a stock, at least a huge percent window. Like, I have to get him to kill percent. And I made Mario back then. So if I get a grab, I have to convert. I have to do down throw, up tilt, up air, up B, and get him to 60. Or I have to do, down throw, up air, nair, down tilt, up air, read, air dodge, fair. You know what I mean? I have to do something crazy. And that's what propelled me to be a better player. And that's why I'm always getting better as a player, because I have Cosmos. I coach Cosmos. I play with Tweak all the time. I play with Nakat when he's here. I play Kitaro when he wants to play. Sylvanas. You know what I mean? Colonies when he comes over. I practice with Styles too. And so here's the other thing of how to get better as a player too. This is a great way to practice. So that's how I got better. But there's another way too. Another way to get better at the game is playing someone slightly better than you or slightly worse than you. And you might be asking, well, why slightly worse, Hack? Aren't you supposed to get better as a player? So you should always play people better than you. Well, the thing is when you play someone slightly worse, you can also try things that wouldn't work on most people, that you're not as comfortable with, that actually might be more optimal. So I'll give an example. When I play against certain players that are worse than me, I'll go for options that I would never go for. Not the most optimal options, you know what I mean? Like, I'll get an example. Like, I would play against Styles, and I was fighting Mega Man, and matchup's awful. But I realized that even though Leaf Shield is broken, and it really messes up the matchup for Snake, if I don't throw as many grenades, and I cook grenades and then throw them at him, I'll have a better time in the matchup. And dash attack was really good. So I would cook grenade, throw it at him. I will get near him. I'll keep a C4 on the floor too, and always look at my C4 just in case. And I knew that he was scared of getting dash attack, so he would shield a lot, and I would grab him and I would throw him off stage. Mega Man is easily susceptible to getting edge guarded, so I would Nikita. If he knows he's gonna grab, I would grab. He would spot dodge, so I would literally go up to him, wait for spot dodge, up tilt, or I would just camp on the other side of the stage while he's camping, throw cook grenades. Even though if he leaf shields, he would get blown up by it, and he has to approach. So that's why I think it's important to play people worse than you, because I would have never realized this matchup as well if I was playing against a Mega Man better, because it would have taken me way longer to learn these things. They would have chose more optimal options in those scenarios where I wouldn't be able to dissect how to beat Leaf Shield, or how to recover against Mega Man properly so I don't get down there. So I feel like both these ways, depending on the person, really helps you improve. I would say that. And then another thing that a lot of people don't do, and I know a lot of you guys don't do it. If you want, you can tell me in the chat. Press 1 if you've ever watched your sets. Even in friendlies. If you guys ever sat down after playing some friendlies and watched your sets. You got a bunch of replays. Great, I'm glad to hear. No comment. 2, I don't. A lot of people don't do it sometimes. And that's the thing. It's not just tournament sets. You want to look at your friendlies too. And the reason why you want to look at your friendlies is because you want to see your habits when you want to see your habits and you want to see if you're autopiloting. And I feel like a lot of people's biggest problems is that they autopilot. And the reason why I know is because I used to autopilot in tournament. And I didn't realize it until years down the line. I realized, yo, dude, why I keep going for these combos? Like, why didn't I punish this? Like, why didn't I do this? And then I realized, wait, I'm not even adapting. You know what? I'm not even adapting at him. I'm literally sitting there and just going for this exchange, going for this combo, and I'm not even, like, punishing his rolls that I see now while watching the set. I'm not punishing the fact that every single time he jumps from the ledge. So when you watch those things, then it's not that you learn how to beat the person better, because you do, because you find out their habits, but you learn that you have to adapt faster mid-set. And I think that's what separates top players from every class of players. Because I think high-level players are better than mid-level players because we adapt faster. You know what I mean? We adapt really well. And why is he bullying? Sorry. Like, we adapt really, really well. But when we play against top players, we don't adapt as fast as them. And that's why sometimes you'll see a high-level player play a top player and you're like, damn, dude. Like, he made it. Like, Nairo made this player look like he wasn't even anything. Like, he was garbage. And that's because Nairo is literally adapting at the speed of light at that sense. And this person isn't adapting as fast. He just can't compete. And in Smash, it's one of those games where you have to adapt really fast. Like, I'll give a good example. If I'm fighting this guy, right? And he knows I keep going for dash attack, right? He's gonna shield. So what am I gonna do next time? Am I gonna run up and dash attack? No, I should run up and grab him. Because he's always expecting for me to dash attack. Now, for him to beat me, he has to realize that I'm gonna do that. So now he has to be apparent. He has to know that I'm gonna run up and grab him or dash attack. So he has to jump this time when I approach him. And he can jump and approach and punish the end of my dash attack or punish the end of my grab. And that's what separates a lot of that's really like how you get better at Smash. I heard your losses and analyze them is very helpful. It is. That's how, like, a lot of people don't even realize it, but having a coach is broken. Like, the fact that, like, I know Cosmos feels like happy as hell. Like, when he loses, he's like, damn, like shit, I don't know why I lost. But he has someone that has another pair of eyes that can see what he did wrong and how he can improve. And that helps you get better. A lot of people don't even do it themselves, and that's why they don't improve. And that's why they'll be the same people that come in chat and be like, Hack, how do I improve? Hack, why ain't I getting any better? And then I ask them, hey, well, I mean, are you looking at your past sets? Are you watching tournaments to see are you seeing what character you made? Are you watching your character at top level play consistently? And the answers are usually no. Like, for example, one of the people didn't know that I literally said, like, oh yeah, like, are you watching like top level play? Like, but there's no top level players that main Incineroar. There's no top gameplay of that. But that's false. There's Magister. Tweak has been playing them for fun. You can literally watch him on his stream. His last broadcast was Incineroar. So there's definitely play that you can emulate from watching videos, but you have to actually actively go out of your way and do it. And I think a lot of people are too scared to do these things, or a lot of people don't feel like there's a need, but they want it to be spoon-fed to them, the information, and they just want to get better to be just handed to them. But that's not how life works. You have to go out of your way and you have to watch. That's why I watch when Snake players play. Right now, I'm not even competing. I'm taking a break from competing and working on content and focusing on coaching Cosmos and Styles more, because it's something I want to do. But even then, I still watch Snake players so I can improve my Snake, so that when I practice with Cosmos and I practice with Styles or anybody else in the house, I can give them the current meta Snake. And I think that's really important. Here's another thing too that a lot of people don't realize. When you do something competitive, like, alright, some people are gonna say at the end of the day it's a game, right? At the end of the day, this is a video game, right? But if you're trying to go to tournaments, then you're trying to make it something else, right? it's going past just a video game at that point, and it's becoming something that you want to take serious, right? The reason why people, you can tell if someone's a competitive person if when they lose they get frustrated, right? Like when you're in tournament and you get salty when you lose, I actually think that's a good thing because it means you're hungry and it means you want to improve really bad. And at anything you want to improve really bad, what do you have to do? Practice, study, research. It's all the same thing. When you're in school and you're trying to get that A in your math test, you're trying to get a 4.0 GPA for your college, what do you have to do? Do you just like look at the paper, just like, I understand all of calculus now? Like, no, you have to study. You have to study the book. You have to practice the book by doing tests and homework. And you have to research sometimes when you don't understand something, and it's the same thing. What state do I live in? Ohio. Ohio. I live in Ohio. Sometimes I think it's a bit late for competitor-wise. No, it's not. It's only been 5 months of Ultimate. You have plenty of time. There's people that this is their first competitive game and they're doing pretty well.